Wow, thanks. So I found a grapefruit the size of a bowling ball today. No, we have it in the car. This one is called Take a Left Turn in Boise. Wait, let me start over. Sorry. I'm nervous with the camera. I saw it coming in and I was like, oh man, what is this? It's like a spaceship. Whoa, whoa. Take a left turn in Boise, roll on down to Reno. Got 3 nights in a hotel for free. So I bought an air mattress and I floated down the Truckee to the center of the littlest big city. And I watched as the leaves twisted green into silver in the breeze on the bank of the old Truckee River. Nighttime the sunburn will give me the shiver. I'll play my last soak it wet $20 on the wheel of fortune machine for all my spun out dreams. Dream, dream, and you dream. Love was a whirlwind, clouded our vision, caught in clouds of heaven on the earth. 'Twas a pinball decision in a snapshot division. Why you have to tell me what it's worth? 'Cause I'd rather be blinded by cotton and clouds, and I'd rather hear symphonies playing too loud. Rather have sweetness and love in this life than be bitter alone and all drunk every night, playing Wheel of Fortune machines, spinning out my dreams. Dream, dream, and you dream. Jumped to conclusion, mostly delusion. All the things I cooked up in my head. Well, I thought you were against me, but you backed me up instead. All the things I made up in my head. But the future, it's beaming bright on the coast, and the oysters are ripe and ready for the roast. All the chances that could have been lost if you never gamble, it'll never pay off on the Wheel of Fortune machine. You gotta spin it for your dream. Dream, dream, and you dream. I have a brand new song called Bacon, Eggs, and Beer, which I know you all love, or Bacon, Eggs, and Wine, either way. But this one, the title will be Bacon, Eggs, and Beer tonight. It's brand new. Bacon, eggs, and beer. You know my baby's here. Got everything I need out of life. everything I need out of life. Got a garden out back and it's chock full of leafy green. A ritual attack on a sadness that haunts my dream, my dream, my dream. Bacon, eggs, and beer. You know the coast got clear. The clouds are paddled out to sea. Leave behind tranquility. I got a room full of records that you left behind when you died. 1,000 golden platters and my ears are open wide, wide. Bacon, eggs, and wine. The Grand Canyon is mine. Came in with the snow in the night. Woke it to it draped in white. But it won't be long before it melts away with the dawn. Won't be long before it fades with the words of this song. Snow just melted. Melted away. It's called Roses and Rain. Set in Portland, Oregon. It's not called Oregon. It's Oregon. That's what I was told when I was in Portland. Oregon. You got the song wrong. It should be Oregon. All right, Oregon it is. Rain, roses, and rain. Rain, roses, and rain. Rain, 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 roses. Oh, roses love rain. Roses love rain. It's raining again. Roses love rain. What do you think it's gonna last? The sky's all overcast. Say November to June. You'll rarely see the moon. The moon, oh, the moon. 'Cause it's here and then it's Oregon, Oregon. Rain, roses, and rain. Rain, 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 roses. Well, I looked up to the sky as it starts to cry. Don't you ever be sad. The roses will be glad. Glad, oh so glad. 'Cause it's here and then it's Oregon. It's raining again. Roses love rain. It's raining again. Roses love rain. But it's here and then it's Oregon. It's here and then it's Oregon, Oregon. Thank you. This next one is called The Pied Piper of the Flying Rats. And it's for a guy that went by the name of Swan. He lived in San Francisco. I think he still does, but he would stay in front of the Adobe Books on 17th Street between Valencia and Guerrero. And he did a one-page zine called Agent World, and it was written from a roach's perspective about humanity. It was brilliant. And anyway, he was, every day, would collect all the bagel bits from the bagel store, from the trays after cooking the bagels and such. And then he'd assemble the pigeons and feed them. And he'd collect those seeds in this dirty sack. And they'd get all these thousands of pigeons. It looked like a gray cloud of life. So it inspired this song called The Pied Piper of the Flying Rats. And the gray cloud of life. The Swan, Agent World. But I tried to learn Take 5 by Dave Brubeck. You know, Take 5 by the famous Dave Brubeck of Stockton, California. But I failed miserably. So I wrote this song instead. called The Pied Piper of the Flying Rats. Pigeons don't fly south, just fly in circles as a swan conducts the swarm from his cage at the bookstore. And they're making injections out between the cars as the monster crane devours a garage. The Pied Piper of the Flying Rats toss its seeds from a dirty old sack jack. It's a gray cloud of life, cut in half by a moonlight knife, a serrated edge on my skin so white. Wingnuts and screwballs, thieves galore, empty wallet and car alarm, glass diamond on the sidewalk. I got my head on a wall, got my feet on a garbage can, I got my ear on a wire as the whole world is wobbling. The Pied Piper of the Flying Rats toss its seeds from a dirty old sack jack. It's a gray cloud of life, cut in half by a moonlight knife to the underpass, out of sight for the night, right? I heard a cackle in the alley, I heard a wine-soaked moan, a crinkling of cans and oh precious bottles. I saw them going through the pockets of a drunken corpse, say I was just helping him up. I was just the Pied Piper of the Flying Rats, toss the seeds from a dirty old sack, yeah. It's a gray cloud of life as the Swan, Agent World, finally makes his flight. For the Swan. This next song is called This Guitar. It's about this crappy guitar. It's a crappy, overpriced guitar. Don't ever spend money on this kind of a guitar. Gibson, Schmibson. Don't do it. You're better off with a Seagull. This guitar took me round the world. It got me money and it got me loose women, and it left me empty-handed at the end of the line. Stranded alone, broken out of my mind. This guitar, it always made me drink. It never listened to the things I think. It just goes off and does what it wants to do. Well, I sit back and wait and let it whine till it's through. Just to play, just to play, till I slip away, till I slip away. This guitar, you know, it ruined my life. Lost me jobs and it lost me wives, and I swear gonna strangle its skinny neck for turning my sweet life into a wreck. This guitar taunts me from the case. I swear to God I put it back in its place, but then it's sweet talks its way back into my life. But every goddamn time I got to pay the price just to play, just to play, till I slip away. Rich people out on Lake Way. The lazy money ain't got nothing to say. They talking down to me like I got no education. Well, they're the ones who are obsessed with their sprinkler systems. Every evening when the sun's going down, I get the guitar and I walk downtown and I drink with my grandma for the happy hour. Yes, we drink until we find the power. Just to play, just to play, till we slip away. Slip away, gotta slip away, slip away. Thank you. Sorry, it's that grapefruit. The bowling ball sized grapefruit that we found. Just all that pollen all inside the Corolla. Can barely get out of the car today. It's a good thing we have it though. We'll eat it tomorrow. All right, this is called, well, would anybody want to hear anything in particular? I'll gladly play it for you if I know how to play it. But otherwise, what's that? Oh, I could do the heart breaks deep. We're in the, when the heart breaks deep. Sure. This is set in San Francisco on Christmas Eve by the dog park. When the heart breaks deep and you're feeling like there's no place to go, and you're losing sleep over things that you don't even know, Gotta tell you, buddy, maybe you should just let it go. Feeling a cruddy like a naked guy walking in the snow. When the heart breaks deep 'cause you lost all your faith and your trust, she's cleaning the sheets and she's telling you the dog just threw up. She told you she loved you, she's with someone else just about 20 minutes before. Feeling like a fool, now you just couldn't take it anymore. Not being truthful, man, that's not being kind. Not being truthful, Larry, she's all full of lying. And your heart broke deep and you're feeling like there's no place to go. And the coldest city in the world, San Francisco. When your heart breaks deep, butterflies are bleeding in your guts. You said, hit me, dealer, and the card that you got made you bust. It's not so funny when you can't even laugh at some stupid little joke. Your eggs is a runny 'cause somebody came and poked out all the yolk. Yuck. Not being truthful, man, that's not being kind. Not being truthful, Larry, she's all full of lying. Your heart broke deep and you're feeling like there's no place to go. The heart broke deep, feeling like there's nowhere left to go. Your heart broke deep, feeling like there's no place to go, no. And the coldest city in this world, San Francisco. It's called Laying Low in Ely, Nevada. Laying low in Ely, Nevada, on the loneliest highway, just west of Utah. It had started to snow. I got a room for the night, put a $5 in the slot. I took a shot and then on came the light. Bars of 4 came up twice and a double super bonus, yes. Twice was nice, you know, I couldn't believe it. Didn't even know how much it was. But it must have been a lot. I hit the jackpot, mean that whole place was a buzz. I've always been just a scratch-off ticket to wait. Always win another ticket to play, and I'm coming up empty, and I throw that thing away. You know, I tossed it on the floor like I was bored, but it was worth a shot to play. I've seen no luck in Biloxi, you know. I lost hundreds and hundreds worth of 20s, but at that Hotel Nevada, everything changed. I bought drinks for the house, a king's suite with a couch. I mean, the whole scene was a little bit weird and strange. The night went on and I got loaded, you know. When you're loaded, it's too easy to get loaded. Don't you know what I mean? I'm talking loot cakes of cash. My casino cup was full, I had control, but it was a drastic contrast. I met this girl, blue eyeshadow, bleached blonde hair, silver sparkly stiletto. She's a drag strip dream, a real card playing queen. But I could tell she'd come to scam with all her phony glitz and glam. But she damned my conscience stream. This girl, she was much like a slot machine. Lowest odds, you can't win off some card playing queen. But I let it roll. I wanted a golden egg from this sparrow. And then the pot-bellied waitress said, "Here's a free shot, you should take this on the house." My sights got a little narrow. I got sleepy, she said, "Come on, honey, let's go upstairs before you lose the rest of that money. Besides, you might get a little bit lucky with this a card-playing queen." My head was spinning like a roulette wheel with weighted dice, the loaded field. But I was cooking up my own scheme. So off to bed I go with a gal I do not even know. Yeah, roll, roll, roll through those sheets we did roll. I woke up to an empty casino cup. Red lipstick on the mirror said, "You're a sucker and you sucked." So I made a little coffee. I try to reevaluate my luck. Card playing queen departed, so now I'm back to where I started. But she was kind enough, she was a woman enough, yeah, she was good enough to leave me $5, $2, $3, $4, $4.50, $5 really, it's right there on the table. Thank you. What's that? Oh, okay, yes. Prince William Sound for the fella back there. That's a good one. Thanks for the request. I'm not saying it's a good song. It's just I played it the other night and it was interesting to play. So I was like, wow, I could make it through it. Maybe it's it's kind of a hard song for me, but I'm gonna try my best. The Prince William Sound in Alaska was where it was written, in Whittier. Terrible town. Don't ever go there. Don't ever go to Whittier. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible place. But it's beautiful for a moment. For a couple minutes, and then it's boring as hell. Get the hell out of there as quick as you can. Better yet, just look at pictures on the internet. Don't go there. Don't even go, ever, to Whittier. Stay away from Whittier, actually. It's toxic, poisonous place. It'll cause a skin rash for the rest of your life. Don't ever go there. Anyway, Whittier. I'm so tired. You know my eyes are bloodshot red, yeah. I've been around some and I had discovered that the dream ain't what it seems, but this reality. nearly dead. I've gotta leave you now. Can't stay up in Alaska, take me down south of Mount Shasta. Going to California in the morn. I've had enough of rugged edges of the world, where there's too many guys and not enough girls. Middle of nowhere gives a guy a distant stare. But I love you more than anyone I know. But I do not know anyone at all. Well, I woke in a back of a station wagon, Whittier, Alaska, in the pouring rain, outside a bar called the Anchor Inn. There was this fight, I heard your love affair dissolved, problem solved, with a broken fist, bloody nose and a busted lip. Broke your hand, you hit the wall when he ducked your punch. I heard he's waiting at your cabin with a gun. Now there's no sound, just the Prince William sound, and he don't say a thing. It's nearly summer, it rains and snows, it rains again. If I returned just to find out I'm dead to you, can my ghost climb in bed with you? I'll possess your boyfriend's body, then you'll be making love to me. But you love him more than anyone you know. But you don't know anyone at all. Do your dreams fuel the fire of your illusion? The heart and mind are in collusion. Asleep, you're not alive. If you dream it, can you still survive? And do you feel that your life is consuming you? Your illusion's ruining you. My love is a fallacy. So what on earth is gonna set me free? Stars in my chandelier. It's written in outside the Apple shop in Hazard County, Kentucky, during the autumn festival. It was a really weird festival. My friend climbed a rock wall with a harness on, and he wouldn't get off the wall. And the cops were like, "Get off the wall! Other people want to go." He's like, "I'm not coming off the wall." So, the crowd assembled. He stuck to the top of the climbing wall, and he would not come down. And then they finally yanked him off, and then he did like a mid-air body pop and breakdancing stuff in mid-air as he's coming down like a spider. And then they tried to wrestle him to the ground, and now the crowd's like, "Boo! Don't mess with him. He was just having fun." So they let him go anyway. That night I wrote this song called because I was thinking about the greatest high-scoring word in the game of Scrabble, which we all know to be oxyphenbutazone, the anti-inflammatory drug used for arthritis. I think it's used for arthritis, but you can't get it all in one play in the game. You got to build the word throughout the game, like any good love affair. You'd have to build it up throughout the entire process of the game. Or whatever. Anyway, The Stars of My Chandelier is the title. Love her more than he could ever even hope for. Love her twice as much as all the love there is and more. I could say my love is bigger than the Big Apple, like Oxyfen, a beauty zone in Scrabble. Just like the stars in my chandelier, just like these landscapes on my living room, just like these highways are veins. I am the blood, I am the rain. Saw the stars align in 27 straight rows. Saw the trees becoming lovers in the shadow. Heard the crickets overpowered every radio. I heard the sound of the silence kill my ego. Kill your ego. Kill all ego. Go, go, go. And then the stars were our chandeliers, and all these landscapes were our living rooms, and all these highways were veins. 'Cause we were the blood, we were the rain. But you're heaven to hold, will never get old. You're heaven to hold, honey, you're heaven to hold. This one is it's called Not Everybody Loves Your Doggy Like You Do. It's not an anti-dog song either. Some people think he does not like dogs, but some dogs I really don't like at all. I think they're terrible. Awful, awful dogs. But then there's some other dogs that are really great dogs. Yeah, pugs are pretty good dogs, normally. The big dog that just lays down at your feet. But my friend's dog in Corvallis is very obnoxious and annoying, and I don't like his hair either. And he tried to bite me. And there's that asshole dog in Chicago that got out of the gate and tried to bite my leg, and he did. And then he ran away, and he grimaced at me. I didn't like that dog either. A lot of dogs I do like. My first dog I liked very much. His name was Grover, of course. He was a very good dog. Black Lab. A Black Lab seems to be a very good dog. Irish setter. My friend's Irish setter is very nice. It's an obsession with a ball. The track of the ball, when you throw it across the yard, it sniffs the path of the ball all the way, every bounce, every time it connected with the earth. It can smell where that ball hit the earth. It's pretty bizarre. But you know, Salvador Dali, his wife collected his shit in a bag. You ever think of that? And all these dogs have their shit collected in a bag. But do they save it? Some of them save it. I'll bet you that lady in San Francisco with a monogram dog shit bag saves it. I saw her at the dog park. She inspired this song. Not everybody loves your doggy like you do. It's annoying when you're saying, hey, look how cute. I don't think that dog is as smart as you think. I think maybe the doggy, it's smarter than you. It's true, smarter than you and me. Doubly true. You stand with a baggie full of dog crap in your hand, and you planned to let him off his leash, oh, but then he ran. Where'd he go? Your fuzzy little friend with a tail that wags. Where'd he go? Guess he's just left you holding the bag. It's true, smarter than you and me, us two. You cried, say please come back. You get a Scooby snack. You try, but he don't come back, 'cause he's joined a wolf pack. He's gone, he's out running wild. He's howling at the moon, long gone. Broke out of the jail that you called your bedroom. It's true, smarter than you and me, us two. Memories of the time he ate your brand new $1,000 couch. Memories of him licking his ass and then licking your mouth. He's good, you had him so trained and well behaved. I remember when he stole the turkey from the table and he ruined the whole day. Remember that? It's true, when got Chinese food, it's alright. It's true. Where'd he go? Wonder where he went now. Where did he go? Where'd he go? Wonder where he went now. Where did he go? I miss him. Well, I'll play a few more, and thanks a lot for this. Is really nice. And you want to hear a cover song? Do you want to hear an original song? I could do the Rothko Chapel. Yeah. All right, do that. This is for the great artist Mark Rothko, and who's now passed away, of course. But he, before he died, he put together a chapel down in Houston, Texas, and it represents all religions, mathematics, science, and doubt. It's a peaceful sanctuary for all people, and of what a strange place it is, Houston, Texas, to have a place like that. Anyway, it's a good place to go if you ever visit Houston. And it's, anyway, I was inspired to write this song about it. There are some chapels I felt the love, emotion, oh so sweet. There's some churches I've been so bored I'm drifting off to sleep. Well, I had seen the light and power at the Church of St. John Coltrane, but in the chambers of darkness I felt the higher spiritual plane. There are some chapels that brought the people way down to their knees. And there's some churches that claim to save the people from disease. But there's this place in Houston, Texas, seemed like the perfect kind of church to me. Reminds me of your heart and how comforting the cold black void could be. Your heart, it's like the Rothko Chapel, cold dark void yet simple and intriguing, somewhat comforting. Got me believing almost anything. Was this line by Charlie Parker probably worth remembering? If you don't live it, don't come out of the horn. Chances are you never be reborn. My religion is in nature, art and literacy. My religion is in science, music and poetry. My religion's in the mountain, church it's in the sea. My religion is to love you, yet our love is entropy. My religion's in your eye, my church ain't organized. Yeah, my faith is in the sweetness you might realize. But all this faith, it could be fiction. Faith could not be smart. My religion is the weather, my church is in your heart. But your heart, it's like the Rothko Chapel, cold, dark, void, yet simple and intriguing, somewhat comforting. Got me believing almost anything. Was this line by Charlie Parker? Probably worth remembering. If you don't live it, don't come out of the horn. Chances are you'll never be reborn. There are some chapels that brought the people way down to their knees. And there's some churches that claim to save the people from disease. This is about Michael Raines, a fellow that I went to high school with in New Jersey. He went to jail for dealing the cocaine, and his name happened to rhyme with the very drug that he that he sold. Go figure that. Anyway, so I wrote this song for Michael Raines. Let me tell you about Michael Raines. Got involved in the distribution of cocaine game. Parents kicked him out, girlfriend Kristen the same. Cops come flush it down the drain. Cat on the mouse and the cops on the cats. No traps could keep the acid brats. With a pure plush leather seats for drums, we could never get away from those outer suburban perimeter strip mall slums. I was stupid then, trying to capture the zen of the broken glass bums. Whatever that means, but it rhymes, right? Great adventures on the Jersey Shore, pouring motor oil in the pool, the girl next door. Iron Maiden, Radio City Music Hall, 1985. I was a clone for the Headbangers Ball. I wasn't punk, I was cheese and corn. I was born and bred to fill out the college form. But Michael couldn't make the grades. If he got B's and A's, he would've had it made. His adopted dad said he'd buy him a Porsche, you know, if he got back on track, back on course. But Mike was bored with these attempts to buy love. He was always ignored and left alone in that big home on the hillside above. But most of all, he was bored with those attempts to buy love. La la love, la la love. Sidetrack to the story now. Big cool party, but nobody was smiling. I watched all the tattooed tough guys all filing, and you know, straight edge became a raving drunk the very next day after he turned 21. There was a girl standing up on her chair. It's alright, honey, we all know you're there. I think I'm better off outside with a big star sky. Oh, 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 vast and wide. 'Cause there's was nowhere to go on my radio. I switched to the AM 980 for the solid gold soul. Just looking for a little DJ creativity, not all the format crap you continually hand in me. Back to Michael now, what was his deal? He's just trying hard to taste the feel. Spot 1019 fans, Taste the Feel. Remember? Bay Area band, punk band from the 80s. 3 college dropouts pissing in the wishing well. They're partying it up at the Hearthstone Firestone. One went out and dumped 3 weeks' pay on a new set of knobby mud tires. That's right. You know, they would never have sacrificed their artistic integrity for the sake of fashion or sex or money. Remember? Oh, heck no, siree. They're gonna taste the feel, put the pedal to the metal, make the mud tires squeal. Remember? Spot 1019. Dr. Michael, what was his deal? He's just trying hard to taste the feel. His cigarettes was his food, as a beer was a meal. Love spinning, so he jumped on the wheel. Old man Michael, he was a friend of mine. We got in cool car crashes in the summertime. Participated in petty crime. Well, I moved south and he ended up doing a little bit of time, when all along he was just trying hard to have himself a good time. Well, I was going to do a song, The New Berlin Wall. It's about, I don't believe in any borders. I'd have to tear those borders down. Get rid of the Gestapo guys with the fighting gloves at the border and the guns. And those guys can all go fuck off. I don't like them. This is the land, they're free. Take the fence down. Let people come and go as they please. Anyway, I'm a dreamer. All right. Well, they're building the new Berlin Wall. California to Texas, so tall. But you know that you can't catch them all. Yet you're building the new Berlin Wall. There's this weird sheriff down in Arizona who's been plotting some kind of Nazi regime. Well, his SS patriots stand guard out in the desert, fulfilling some kind of bigoted dream. And they're building their new Berlin Wall. From San Diego to Brownsville, so tall. Your poor huddled masses, they want to deport them all. They're building the new Berlin Wall. I've seen Mexican men rounded up in Juarez, women and children behind a razor wire fence, herded like cattle to some government bus. I don't know where they got sent. I tried to look closer, some copy suggested I keep my eyes to myself. He pointed his gun and said, move along, son, lest you want troubles yourself. 'Cause we're building the new Berlin Wall. California to Texas, so tall. If in you're a Mexican, you're a criminal till they prove you're a citizen. So better check the Italians and check the Chinese. Check all your Scandinavians and your Portuguese. You better ID the Irish, question the British. Check them out now, could you please? Check the Czechs while you're at it. Check you Germans for your citizenship. Check out the Polish and check out the Jews. Are they kosher? Hey, are they legit? 'Cause they're building the new Berlin Wall. Then they're trapping you all in so you can't leave it all. And if you get rich, you could shop in their stores. But if you're poor, you gotta serve them. Find the back door. See, I don't see freedom with a 20-foot fence, beefing up borders with rich arrogance. Has a Statue of Liberty staggered drunkenly into the sea. Let's not forget now what gave you your power. Your empire is built on the back of the poor. Now that your empire has seen finer hours, your empire is locking the door. And you're building the new Berlin Wall. Say you can't let them all in cause your economy will fall. Well, it already did and your greed caused it all. Yet you're building the new Berlin Wall. So send off your battalions of gun-toting thugs, end this unwinnable war against drugs. Legalize all of it, stop the cartels, crack the black market, tax that as well, and take all that money for rehab and schools. Break this unbreakable circle of fools. Tear down the border fence, open the door. Send us you're hungry, you're sick and you're poor. Thank you. I'm gonna finish the show with this medley that I like to do at the end. It's a medley in the key of C, and it's pay homage to the great Elizabeth Cotton, and it's in the traveling theme and the roads of America. And I'm looking forward to the snaky stretch of tar heading all the way from beautiful Merced, California, the dreamy all the way down to Pensacola. Very nice to be here in this redwood room, this ancient bar where so many great bands have played through the years. Like the Gollywogs played here, didn't they? Yeah, and I played here with Merle Haggard back. Remember when it was me and Merle Haggard? We were back here. Yeah, it was Merle Haggard back in '64, and we were the Gollywogs. You know, before CCR was CCR. You know, back when the bikers used to hang out. Man. Yeah. Let's just get started. CCR. Freight train, run so fast. Freight train, down the track. Please don't say what train I'm on. They won't know what route I'm on. When I'm dead and in my grave, no more good times left to crave. Put a stone at my head and feet and tell them all, you know, I had to go to sleep. Train's coming, gonna lay on the track. Happy right here, laying on my back. Let the train wheel, come on, take my life. Let the big steel make it alright, cause I got no friend to tell the trial. Lots of enemies so quick to defile. Suppose I'm drunk again, but I don't care. All I know is I'm less than the air. So let's not compare. Feeling sorry, are you feeling blue? Down and out now and overdue. Feeling crumpled up and dented in. Are you trapped within your very own skin? It's like a jail, you can't see the bars, can't escape it by bleeding through your scars. Self-deprecation, it's a boring hand. You're just bringing everybody down, man. So cut it out, please. Feeling sacrificed, you feeling slammed. Claustrophobic on this open land. Feeling smothered by the deep blue sky. Did the sunset really hurt your eye? You're not the only one who got caught up in the rain. This whole world does not revolve around your pain. You can go on now, spin out in misery. I'll take the sunshine and the sea. Well, sham-shamaling on, won't now dip-dee-dip, whilst my mental record starts to skip. Orange, lemons, limes, and tangelos. See the coconut tree next to the mighty mango. The high Sierras are in my rear view mirror. Ain't they beautiful, my lovely dear? We got time, so let's not abuse. Let's wear holes in our shoes. So it's a song for the road, and it's a snaky stretch of tar, concrete and gravel is stretching near and far. Those highways and byways and the lovely scenic routes, wow, from the mazes of our city to the desolation south. Yeah, for every stretch of road there was a civil engineer and a crew to lay it down through the heat, through the dirt, through the years. You know how hard it is to make a bendy bridge? They blasted through the bedrock with sticks of dynamite, and they dug the mighty tunnels. They worked all day and night. So, I was thinking about the bending bridge. I was talking to my boss, and he's like, you know how hard it is to design and build a bending bridge, a bridge that curves through a gorge? He's like, I did not know, I didn't even think about how hard it would be. He's like, well, that's the hardest thing you could probably try to do, to build a bridge, a bending bridge across a large curving bridge. Sorry, sidetrack. I was thinking about a bridge that stretched across a gorge, and all the time it took for the steel to be forged. Yeah, for every stretch of road there was a civil engineer and a crew to lay it down through the heat, through the dirt, through the years.
Thanks a lot, everybody. Thank you, RC. It's great to be back. See you.
One more time for Dave Dondero. I think maybe we'll do one more. I think maybe if we clap really loud.
All right, thank you. Trying to think of a good one to play. What about? I could do Stuck on the Moon. Do that. Stuck in Oakland. It's Stuck on the Moon. I got stuck on the moon. Well, I'm dropping out of the sky, feeling like a homeless guy in the city of pain. Got stuck in Oakland again, And my lover ain't a lover no more. Wonder what I got in store. Got a feeling of shame. It's hard to deal with the change. And I'm feeling like it's doomed, but the ending never comes so soon. Get me back into the city, honey. Oakland's like I'm stuck on the moon. It's the moon. Get me back into the city, honey. Oakland's like I'm stuck on the moon. Well, I'm feeling like it's lingering on. The song that's already been sung, I wanted one more verse. I need more time to rehearse. But it's been played out and over again. You and I could never be friends, you know it's all or none. Don't worry, I'll find someone. But I'm feeling like it's doomed, and the ending never comes so soon. Get me back to San Francisco, honey. Oakland's like I'm stuck on the moon. It's the moon. Get me back into the city, honey. Oakland's like I'm stuck on the moon. But now it's not like San Francisco anymore. It's like Tech Sector 152. They changed the name of the city. It's no longer San Francisco. There's robots, there's animatronic robots walking around with the latest devices. Tech Sector 152, San Francisco, on board. Sit and cry, watching all the couples dance. You and I never really got the chance. Well, I wanna contradict the past. I want a love affair to last for an eternity. You gave me thoughts of a baby. Play one more. Trying to think of a good one to do. One last one. It's trying to think of a good one. Tina Turner. To the south of the South, because we're en route to Florida. We'll be in Florida by June 1st. No, by June 13th. Never mind. Friday the 13th. Arriving in the beautiful state of Florida. All the way from Merced, California. Heading where the beautiful redwood walls of the partisan downtown, beautiful Merced, California. Was just a tender chicken in the Florida rotisserie. My own sweat's basting me, thunderstorms are chasing me. I bit into a lightning bolt, my own tongue began to smoke. I woke up with an empty mouth, watched the watch tick backwards. South of the South, the CSX vibrates the track. Mighty roar, it shakes the shacks. Purple skies and orange moons. Plants are confident in June. Humidity, it's thick. You could cut it with a knife. If you like to take a breath here, honey, I'm gonna cut you out a slice. So I developed gills and I moved into the aquifer. Fell asleep in Wakulla Springs, woke up down in Jupiter. Then I moved back to the land, high into an orange tree. It was set for life with citrus, but my body couldn't take this acidity. So I strolled down to Miami. I tried to find myself some friends, find myself in South Beach, and I met some mannequins who smelled like coconuts and copper tone. Like those smells real well, but as far as conversations go, I guess that it stopped at the start of the smell. 'Twas Elvis and Sinatra. Now where's your wallet, man? I gotcha. But now if you're poor like me, they let poor people like me be. They say that North Beach is a war zone, a high-rise hotel hollowed out. We were living large, we were stepping out in some $30 beachfront motel down south of the South. South of the South, down in North Miami, south of the South. Me and my old drummer Larry, south of the South. You know, our Don Henley cover band got buried. We only had one song. Sucked. Boys of Summer, over and over. So I jumped my pogo stick all the way to Ybor City, where they burned up a couple blocks, and to me seemed like a pity. There was once a Cuban district and a center for the arts. It's now a mall-like atmosphere, homogeneous and insincere. They burned its heart right out, down south of the South. Wait, fact check, did Don Henley really write that song? Boys of Summer? I think he wrote it. I'm pretty sure he's the one who wrote it. In my opinion, though, the most talented one in the band was Joe Walsh. I like Joe Walsh. He had a great... Now, where was I in the song? I lost my place. Oh, oh, that's right. So I became a snake bird, an old swamp turkey, and some redneck tried to shoot me, tried to make swamp turkey jerky, but I evaded all his bullets, and I flew into the Gulf, and I jumped upon a west wind out to a safer haven out near Alkanese and Balin down south. South of the South. In the town of Pensacola, riding bikes like we were kids, over cobblestone and brick, a tabby fence, a moonlit bridge. There's a sandlot shotgun shack, tin roof all rusted out, and there's a couch on every front porch, flapping screen doors, ants on the apple cores, hawks boiled, peanuts and more. Down south, south of the South. South of the South, south of Opelika, south of the South. Due south of Tuscaloosa, south of the South. South of Old Alpharetta, south of the South. South of Ainer, South Carolina, don't ever go there south of the South. They got the crew-cut cop in the Dodge Charger waiting on the side of the road down south of the South. He's got the tinted windows with the University of South Carolina license plate on the front of the cop car. He's got the crew cut and the flat top and the mustache. He's got the black fighting gloves on in the Dodge Charger car. And then you see him sitting there, he's so bored, and you know someone's got to pay for that Dodge Charger car, that fancy car. And I'm going to be part of that payment this month, I'm sure of it, because he wants that $250 out of me. And he thinks I got some drugs in my car. He's used that excuse to pull me over. He said, "You got the drugs in the car?" I said, "No, I do not have the drugs in the car. I'm not a fool, officer. I don't travel with drugs in the car." He's like, "Well, can I look in through the car?" And it's starting to rain in Ainer. He's like, I was foolish enough to say, "Okay, go ahead, take a look. I got nothing to hide in the rain in Ainer." So he pulled out all my luggage, put it on the side of the road, and let it get all rained on. And he said, brings a canine unit into my car with his muddy paws and starts running through. And I said, "You're not going to find any drugs in my car, officer. I already told you. The rain in Ainer." He's befuddled. I told him he starting to take the door apart. I said, "There's no drugs in the door either, officer." No, I told you there's none in there. Then he picked up my journal, started going through it with his greasy little claws, his greasy, grimy little paws with the leather gloves. He starts trying to go through my private writing in my journal. And I said, that's where I draw the line, Mr. Officer of Aner. So I draw the line. I don't got no drugs and you can't look at my private writing. And he's like, are you telling me I gotta put the journal down? I'm like, I'm saying that. I'm gonna go to jail for that. Just put my goddamn journal down. And he's like, all right. And he walks back to the car and he comes back about 30 minutes later as I'm standing there in the rain in Aner, looking through his little device on his dashboard. What's he doing? He's surfing the net. Is he gonna give me a ticket and let me go? What's he doing? Come on. Just trying to get back down to Florida. Just let me go. Just trying to get down back to Florida, officer. Comes back, walks back, he waddles back. Draw that barbecue, he waddles back to my car and he hands me the $250 ticket. And he drives away laughing as all my shit's all rained on the side of the road in the rain and Aner. I'm just dreaming of getting back on the road and go just get on 995 heading down to Florida, down south of the south, down south of the south.